all you space engineers out there. Commander Kingfish here, and it is day 21 on our mission to build a moon base. So in the last episode, we started to get this hydrogen facility set up. We got the large industrial cargo bin. I got 2 of the O2 H2 generators in place. So those are there. And then I got a hydrogen tank in place. And I also got a hydrogen engine up and running. So today I want to finish up this section. I want to get these hydrogen tanks, get this hydrogen tank in, get these 2 items in, finish getting the flooring or the decking built out to here, and then I also want to get a offload just like I do over there for the other. I want to get the piping and the connector in so that I can go get ice and bring it in, and then dock here, and it will start offloading and fill up the start pulling the ice in so that we can start filling up these hydrogen tanks. Also want to start, my plan is to run a pipeline from the ice field over to here and then connect that in with a continuous flow of ice being mined from the ice field, and then we will have should have a continuous supply of electricity, especially when the sun goes down. So we'll have the hydrogen engines to kind of keep producing electricity here on the base. So once I get progressed and a little bit farther on here, I'll give you an update. Well, I guess I better figured I better give you an update on what we've got going. I've got I've got all of the engines built, and I have the hydrogen tank built, and the 2 O2 H2 generators built. So those are all in place. Plus I put in, go down below down here, I got the piping going in so that everything is piped in. Now I got to build out the floor, so I'm going to do that, get started on that. I also went and picked up a load of ice to put in here, and I'm sure that that's consumed immediately. Yeah, it's gone. So these should be, let's see, let's do this. Let's just take a look at our hydrogen tanks. Yeah, see, these are not producing anything because they don't have any ice. So if we go to our hydrogen tank, we can see that it's barely got 2% stored in it. This one's got 5%. Let's look at our engines, our hydrogen engine. It should be right here. That's 100% filled, and with the batteries and stuff, that's 100%, and that's 100%. So with the batteries producing with what they are producing, and I think the batteries are virtually full, we should have a problem with energy here on the base. So I'm going to keep working away, and again, I wanted to get started on the pipeline going out to the ice field. So that's going to take a bit of, I could do the pipeline mod, and that's a little too easy, I think. What I want to do is actually build a pipeline from here out. So let's see, what do I got on me? Oh, I don't have any parts on me. So let's start with something like this. Let me go grab a few interior plates. And I might end up, you know, dealing with hinges and stuff like that. But let's do this. Let's just grab these plates and I'll kind of show you what I have in mind. Over here, I have built out the pipeline, or to extend out from here. So if we go to 8, and we put in, the idea is I'm going to kind of just start running out pipeline out through here towards the ice field. And I might have to, what I will figure out is something that I can put in, something that looks good. That will look like supports. We are going to have to burrow through here, but kind of see we are heading off in this direction. So if we fly out here, we go straight, and that will put us into the ice field, but quite a ways out. What I'd like to do, so if we look back at the base, what I'm going to have to do is put some curves in. So I'll probably offset over, because I think it's going to be closer to the ice field down over in this region. So something like, actually what I'd like to do is get out and then build my, so actually what if I do this? This, I think the moon base is there. If we mark this, so if we mark this, say right here, kind of in the middle of this, that'll give us a target to shoot for. We'll have to do some mining, that sort of thing. So let me do this. Let's hit the I, GPS, move current, and we're just gonna call it moon base ice. There we go. I think that'll be good. So we have this in place right here. So this will give us a target to shoot for as we're laying out our pipe. So if we come back over to the moon base, now again we're going to have to do some mining, drilling through.
Energy low.
And so if we come over here, we can see where we're targeting out. What we might do from here is maybe put a curve in and then going over, and then we can start kind of working our way towards where we want to put into the ice mine. That's the idea. It's going to take a lot of parts, and it's going to take a while to get that built out there. Once we get that in place, though, then this will become a continuous process, and it should ultimately fill these up, have the tanks completely full, and have this cargo bin completely full of ice. And then this will become a hydrogen area where ships can come in and load up with hydrogen. So All right, well, it looks like I need to get some energy. And so once I get a little farther along, I'll give you an update. Well, just to give you a little bit of an update, I've started working on my pipeline. And so here's the idea is that I am going to run the pipeline out. And then I built this. I like the way this structure looks for support. So that's just not dangling out there. And so it's got a T as far as on the pipeline itself. And then I put a half block in, and then a slope light armor block on each side, and then a full block down below. And so that's what I will use for support when we're not building in through or buried into the ground. I also put a hinge on here, and the idea is that I can then turn that hinge off in that direction out there. And then I'll probably have to put a couple of these hinges in just to kind of get it slowly lined up. So this will turn. Oh, this is the hinge part. There we go. All right, now it's done. So now I can then just, the idea is to turn this hinge and kind of angle it off out in that direction so that that's somewhat lined up on that ice field out there. And then we'll just kind of build out and either run through, we'll burrow through the bounds as we get to them, and so that we can get our resource node going out there. But again, as luck would have it, I've run out of iron, so I'm going to have to go and do some iron mining. So once I get back from doing that, make a couple of trips for iron. That way I can start continuing on building out this pipeline. So I'll give you an update here in a little bit. Well, I think give you an update on what I've got accomplished. I had to go and do some mining for some iron, and I did get that done. I made a couple of trips there. I've been putting the structures in. It was working pretty good. This structure worked pretty well until I put the hinge on there. And so once I put the hinge on, then it won't let me build or attach anything to this pipeline. So what I've done is didn't attach it. So if we come over here, so this is not actually attached. It just looks like it might be. So I've got it fairly close on that. And so I'm putting 10 pipes in between, so it still looks like it has a structure. And again, so I'll build these out. It's kind of trying to get it exactly lined up, but it's still going to give it the look of some support. Now, I've got another one right here. You can see it in there. And then my pipeline, we hit a big open expanse here. Now the problem will be, how am I going to build out this? It was easy when I could start from there and just build down. But I'm going to have to, I'm not sure, try to measure something out here. So if we put something like this here, let's kind of get lined up here. So maybe something about right there. Well, nope. Do this again. Maybe something about right there. turn that back a little bit. Maybe about right there. And then we can kind of use that, I think. Yeah, that's somewhat... looks like it might need to come out a little bit more. It's maybe about right there. Oh, maybe something about like that. All right, that's close enough. So let's see. So that one full block is a little too much. But if we could, if we take something about like this, that will fit that away. All right. What if we did this? Let's see. Something about like that. If we could put, you know what I'm thinking? And I'm going to have to do that on each and every one of these. But if I was to maybe dig this out just a little bit. And let's see if we can place this block in here. If that lowered it enough. That there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but at least it will give some appearance of a structure in place. And that's kind of the idea of it. And then here's a thought. If we do something about like this. All right, let's go put that right there. And then I wonder, can we put something up like that? And if we put another full block down underneath there. And we can do that on this side over here, I hope. So if we put another full block here, and then let's see if we can put this block right here like this, and then another half block. Right there like that. All right. I'm kind of good with that, actually. So that's what I'm going to have to do, just to kind of give it some appearance of structure. And I could even put, if I really wanted to, maybe put something under here. But I think I'm okay with that. Once that gets built out, that's going to give it the appearance of a structure. And so I am going to, off camera, build this pipeline all the way out, as well as have to do a bunch more mining, because this is going to take a while. It's going to take a lot of parts, and so I would like to get this done. So let's fly back over to the base. Although I will say this, if we kind of look at this, putting that hinge on here and angling it out this way, we're pretty much right on line heading towards where we want the ice mine to be. And then we can always add another hinge there once we get to down here. Now I'm hoping that the hinge is not going to hinder my attachment when I get down in here to the ice field. Well, you know, hopefully I can just keep attaching. And what I might end up having to do, well, we'll see. Yeah, that's going to be a challenge when it gets down to that. But that's kind of the idea behind it. All right, well, let's fly back to the base. We need to start wrapping this thing up. I don't know how much video I'll have, but I do have. I've been playing now for a little over 2 hours, so I've got to start wrapping it up. But we'll get down over here. Okay, well, we got the pipeline started. I've got the hydrogen facilities in place with the ability to expand. I did bring a load of ice over, so everything is functioning and it's all connected up. Didn't do much on the production side of things because the idea was that just getting this in place so I could build parts. So again, we got the pipeline in place. All right, well, I think we're going to wrap it up right here. Okay, well, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. It really will help out the video, and please subscribe. That's going to really help out the channel. Okay, all you space engineers out there, keep your heads low, keep building away, and don't get shot. And with that, Commander Kingfish is out of here, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.